My name is David J. Stubbs, and I'm the author of Raising Both Worlds. Most of my stories will be in Raising Both Worlds at davidjstubbs.com. I call this video Dream Deja Vu. I always used to hear that word, but I never knew what it meant. Until one day I had a dream. I was in this old yellow house, and I was sitting on a couch with a man. Everybody else was doing drugs. It was a trap house. When they come in, they give him $2 or $3, and he'll tell them, use any room you want. And I didn't know why I was sitting there with this old man. He was nice. He had red suspenders on him. He said, "Would you like to? You can smoke if you want to, son." I said, I don't smoke, sir." He said, "What you doing here?" I said, I'm with somebody." He said, "Who you with?" I said, "I don't know, sir. Tell you the truth, sir, I don't even know how I got in here." And that was the end of the dream, right? So I was going to where I hang out one day, 27th Street, what we call Dukes. And I seen a guy I never saw before. A little stocky guy. And I'm looking at him, he wrestled about 3 or 4 people, and he just slamming them, he beating everybody. But then he made the biggest mistake of his life. He grabbed my older brother. Now, in my older brother prime, he would have wiped the floor with that guy. It wouldn't even been no contest. But he grabbed my older brother, he threw him down one time, then he grabbed him again, and I touched him on the shoulder. I said, "Hey, bro, when you finish playing with old guys who out of their prime, play with a man." He said, "Do you know who I'm is? You know who I'm is? You must don't know who I'm is." Then he turned around and grabbed me, and boom, I slapped him. See, I used to wrestle. Grab him again, boom. Now the guy was strong, and his body shape is my weakness. Like short and round. It's hard to grab them guys. They're real strong and they're real fast. And this guy was fast. But that day, it just was my day. So the third time I slapped him, he run in his car. He said, "I got something to you." And he opened up his trunk. And when he opened up his trunk, he felt a barrier on his neck. I said, "Put it down, bro. Or tell your mama goodbye." And he put it down. I said, "Close the trunk." He closed it. I put the thing down. I said, "Hey, man, I don't mean no harm, dog, but if that was your brother, would you want somebody to mess with him?" He said, "You right, man. You right. You right." Then, all of us started drinking. Next thing I know, I'm in the car with this guy. It's night now. He going in the dangerous place in town. And he robbing drug dealers. Now, this guy was the police in the next county. And this guy was robbing gangs. I mean, I was scared to death, man. And he tell me, "Give me a gun," and say, "Get the gun." Then he'll pull up to him. And I'm trying to hide, his dog. They say, "We see you, Stub, but you messing with the wrong man there, dog. Because he ain't got long." Right? The guy went to another party. In Vietnam, the most dangerous street in Fort Pierce. And it looked like it was about 200-300 people at that party. He robbed all of them of their drugs. And they say, "Stub, be careful who you hang with, man. We see you hanging with death, boy. Because he ain't got long." right? So next thing I know, we went to this house, and I was startled. The same house in my dreams. No, man. I just dreamed about this 3 weeks ago, right? We go in there. I swear to God, the same man with the red suspender, same couch, same house inside, everything completely the same like it was in the dream. I'm amazed the whole while I'm sitting there. And I talked to the man, and he say, "You Daisy's son?" I said, "Yeah." "How you know my mama?" He said, "Oh, y'all family and my family were close. We all grew up together." And I'm looking at the guy, and he kind of looked like my mama. So after that day, I didn't mess with that police dude no more. If I'm not mistaken, he ain't lived too long after that. And but I went to my mama and I told her about my dreams. My mama been hearing my dreams since I was a baby. And she'll friggin' them out for me. I told my mama my dream and she said, "The yellow house?" She said, "The word is, that's my brother. From when my daddy was cheating on my mama." She said, "But we always call each other cousins. But everybody say we brothers. That he one of our brothers what my daddy had on the side." And she say, and it was a holiday coming up. She say, "Come over here Thanksgiving, cause I'm gonna give you some stuff to take to him, right?" So I went over there, and she told me, anything he need, you give it to him, and don't charge him. So Thanksgiving come, she gave me a turkey, with dressing and tater salad and all that good stuff to take to him. And I took it to him, and he said, "Oh man, thank you so much." And I always gave him money, like just about every payday I had. I'd take him, $50. $50, 40 to 50. And I did that for a little while. And one day my mama gave me a cake to take to him. And he said, "Man, I must be gonna die soon. This is my favorite cake. Your mama remember." Right? And my mama always told me, anything he need around that house, or you look like he needs something, you get it for him. Because that's your uncle, right? And I look after the old man, a while. Then I was with the anti-drug and gang unit, and that was a dangerous place for me to be, because every bad guy in the city, every drug dealer, and every gang member wanted me. They wanted my hide. You know what I mean? And so I kind of eased away from the old man because that was a danger area. And one day I went by there. They said he hadn't died. But that's how I learned about dream deja vu. And another time I had a dream, I was with the two twin girls. And they were picking me up from work. And they kept laughing and playing and giggling, and I'm in the back seat, and we all worked on the same job, I think. And I went to Ancestry.com. I'm looking through my new DNA matches, and lo and behold, the exact girl was a DNA match. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope that's not my daughter. And I contacted the girl, but she never responded. Cause they young and they go on them things looking for their lost parent, but they don't really be on it like us old people, cause we ain't got nothing to do. So I asked her, do she have a twin? I asked a couple of questions, but she never responded, so I erased my question. But another time, Ancestry shocked me. And that'll be the next story. Thank you, and God bless.